simple words, and they stir emotions and feelings across the entire state of Alabama, which can be felt and in many cases starts blood to boiling because rivalries like this define this great sport. Alabama about to kick off to get things started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Tigers' offense will have the football first. Auburn left no doubt the last time these two got together, blowing out the Crimson Tide.
Auburn took care of business, handled the moment, handled the rivalry, the mighty Alabama. They did everything they needed to do to get those bragging rights and beat down the Tide.
And it is so big for recruiting. You think about the SEC, just how competitive that is. If Auburn could beat Alabama, their in-state rival 2 years in a row, there's going to be a lot of high school prospects with their eyes on them.
Breaks into the open. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
I am impressed with the physicality we're seeing up front by this offensive line. Playing on the road, they knew they wanted to get the run game established, and they're that. They're not just getting 3-4 yards a pop. They are gashing this defense.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Looking for a productive play on first down. They'll go to the air. Working that left side now. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Gets it out quickly. Strong, firm tackle. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Working the middle, it's complete. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
And throws off the RPO. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. And the Tigers are moving quickly down the field. From the gun, the ground game. These two rivals first played in 1893, but there was nearly a half-century, guys, when they didn't play each other because they got in a fight over, among other things, gate receipts.
Yeah, listen, I've been lucky enough to broadcast this game before, and I'll never forget being at Bryant-Denny Stadium and just feeling the energy. It was just completely different versus anything I'd ever seen in college football before. David, there's a different meaning to this game for both of these schools in the state of Alabama.
Yeah, and it's just different because I think being in the state, like fans are around each other all year long. Players are around each other all year long. You know, the Iron Bowl is a civil war of hate between each other all year long, and they get to settle it on a big stage every year.
Rides the back and leaves it. He powers his way ahead, gets 3, but they're still looking at 4th and 2. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Got his man quickly. Will not get there. A 4th down stop. So Alabama's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And for their sake, they better hope they've solved some of the turnover and protection issues that just plagued them in a nightmare of a game last week, David.
It was not a good performance. And this offense has got to grow. It's got to get better. And they've got to find some ways to move the football. They've got to throw the football, but we can't turn it over. Jesse, those are the critical mistakes. More games are lost than won. And last week, too many turnovers for this quarterback.
Well, they just had too many negative plays and too many turnovers in that game to win. They believe they've got the dudes offensively to win games so long as they stay on schedule. When you're going backwards, and you're giving the offense on the other side more possessions because you turn it over, that's a recipe for disaster, and that's something they have to be able to avoid in this game.
Wants to fire on second down. Going over the top. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35. Touchdown, Alabama! He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game.
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a two-play drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Bought a little time, lets it go. Plucks it out of the air. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Rides the back on the option, the give. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 10.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
What an impact from that last explosive play. They were pinned down in their own territory, now 1st and 10 from their own 45.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off. And really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive points.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Nice job to make the fair catch at the 16. Make sure that ball didn't bounce into the coffin corner. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man in the middle. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed after he made his break? He was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
The play action fake. Now adjusting. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
It is on the offensive line to shore up the protection after the sack on the last play. 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. On target to the left. Oh, he's got some space. The 20. Touchdown time. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running, I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback and wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Give to the single back. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. Now, you can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So then getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. They'll need to show urgency to get another play off before the clock hits 0. Looking for space. It's Floyd. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We're through 1, and what a back-and-forth battle between these 2 quarterbacks as we look at the stats. Big turning point as we head into the 2nd and get this game rolling again. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. The give to the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. The Tide crowd rolling noise down on the Saban field on 3rd down. Turning it on. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a 3rd down stop. Still running at the 40. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense.
And it's just got to be nice to have a running back that can make big-time plays with his feet. 1st down, 2nd down, 3rd down right here. His opportunity, he gets the football, makes a huge gain. He makes this offense go, and it makes it so easy to be a play caller.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on 1st down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get 1st downs like that run right there.
They'll ride the hot hand. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
Offenses, when they run these RPOs, they just want to be comfortable. The quarterback wants to make the read very easy, very clean. It's your job as a defense kind of create some confusion, speed.
It's a fumble. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Here comes that Alabama offense. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. Gives it on the option. Not much room there. They'll give him 1 to the 9.
and you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously you might want to think about airing it out.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. It's complete to the left. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Every good quarterback is first a game manager. At Alabama, that used to be sort of a label of derision, but now they're not only that, they're playmakers.
Yeah, and it's what they used to ask them to do. Like they were very comfortable handing the ball off, running the ball, controlling the clock, trying to keep your defense fresh. Nah, bro. If you can't score points now, if you can't get first downs and go get me touchdowns, you're not going to be on the field.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this defense had some matchups they felt really good about up front, and they won one right there, getting to the quarterback, creating a negative play, and they're going to need these guys to start winning more of those because they are finding themselves in a hole here early in the game.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Got his man. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Yes, the first one of the day out of there, and we saw a lot of him in that loss last week, 4 times to be exact. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. When you're playing from behind, you can't afford to give it up the way they did the last drive, David.
No doubt, you cannot.
What a job to lay out and make the catch. Auburn to the line in a hurry.
Man, I love the catch radius on this guy. If you just put it somewhere near his body, he's going to be able to reel it in. That was a phenomenal job, showing you his athleticism and also his concentration, making that outstanding grab.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Quickly out to the tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on 3rd down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Auburn sends out the punting unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They've already put a couple of scores up, and they look to add to it on this drive. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Quickly to the tight end. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
And that's why they got to keep running the football, man, because play action is going to be a big part of this game plan. You've got to get this tight end over the middle of the field vertically and give him an opportunity, because you just saw how dangerous he is after the catch.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Kramer. Oh, the sweet juke gets him free. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Kramer. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid cut.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the 1st down.
The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. The inside handoff. Hard running there. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
The Tide with the 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab on the left. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
I think really good wide receivers do a good job of making every route kind of look the same. You could tell this looked like a vertical route. So if I'm a DB, I'm bailing, and all of a sudden he sits that hitch down. Nice job by the wide receiver, creating enough separation to create a positive gain.
Alabama comes to the line on 3rd and short. They'll try to power their way ahead. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And this one is perfect. And now the lead's extended a little further. So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you got to stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. First play of the drive, wants to throw. He's got it down the middle. That's some old school, hard-nosed, tough running as he powers his way to the 30. Wants to throw, he's working against the clock.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
To the air on first down. Finds a tight end. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Kind of like that big, reliable security. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
After that last completion, it's 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Gets it out fast. They get him down at the 36. It will be a first down. Auburn lines up quickly. Looking downfield on first down. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
Right on the money. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Throws to the tight end. It's complete. That should be the final play of the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Fellas, in a rivalry filled with magical moments, even more here today between the Tigers and Tide. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double-team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half.
Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him, so I expect more of the same here in the second half.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. They send the tight end in motion. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
He's got it on the right. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the 1st down. The Crimson Tide needs to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to get it through the air. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. So here comes the Auburn offense. Here's the handoff. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. The give to the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Really nice penetration by this defense. Getting in there immediately. Causing the running back to have to go a direction he doesn't want to go. And this defense has started the game so.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Punt is on its way. And the coverage team all over it, and the punt is down inside the 40.
What a really good job by the punt team. Listen, you put all your speed, your athletes, a lot of starters are on these teams now in college football, and that's the reason why. You need these guys to go down, make plays, try to tackle these elusive guys in the open field, and hey, even cause.
There he goes! The 30, past the 20. Touchdown, Crimson Tide! And the stomping has commenced. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
Looking to throw on 1st down. It's complete to the right. At the 40, there he goes. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes...
He's going to let one fly down the middle. Intimate stride inside the 10. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up. Auburn to the line in a hurry. Trying to power it in. Touchdown, Auburn! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
Trying to slam in. He'll make his way in for the 2, and now they're down by 16. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Fielded in the end zone, it's Snow. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes that Alabama offense. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Fires to the big fella. Breaks into the open. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Finds his tight end. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Alabama comes to the line on 3rd and short. He'll keep it on the sneak. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down. They boot it away. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. That was a big stop by the defense now to see if they can take advantage and draw a little closer in this game as we're starting to get late.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
Moves it out to the 34-yard line. A nice 15-yard gain on that one. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Wants to go up top on 1st down. They get to him as he throws. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. The Tide crowd roaring noise down on the Saban field on 3rd down. Using the quick game. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. This Auburn offense doing work. They're set up with another 1st down. The give on the option.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Pocket breaking down. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down. The 3rd down's coming up.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up. But if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Past the 1st down marker and still running. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Auburn lines up quickly.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a 1st down. Oh, and here they go again. 1st down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
pass, it's complete.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in crease now. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
On fourth down, going to the air. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a fourth down stop.
Love the coverage on defense there. Fourth down. They were ready for the pass. And you saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the third. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Off the play fake. Here comes the heat. Got him downfield. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41.
Well, I love play callers that want to stay aggressive, regardless of what the score is, regardless how much time is left on the clock. And I promise you this, there are a lot of fans, there are a lot of teams all across college football that are paying attention to what is happening right now.
A little release to the back. And he is going to be forced out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Tremendous defense there. The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on second down. Gets the back moving. Second down, he'll throw it. Caught over the middle. It's Smith. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
Third down play from the gun. Lets it fly. Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be fourth down. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. Special teams coming through as they pin him back. They'll mark it dead at the 10. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. Auburn to the line in a hurry.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened at this point of the game. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have the chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it one play at a time.
Wants to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Wells. They stop him just a length or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. The Tigers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Handoff from the gun. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. They've already converted a couple of times on this drive. Now 1st and 10 from their own 39. Firing to the right, complete. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. The Tigers in a good spot here with second and short.
This is a fun spot to be in defensively. Like, it's late in the football game. You know they're passing the football because you're up a couple of scores. You pin your ears back. You try to get to the quarterback. Play smart. Make sure you rally to the football, tackle, and don't give up the big plays.
Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another first down. Leaves it with the back. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. He's got him. Excellent job rallying to the ball, and they knock him down. A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on 3rd down. He makes the grab. Oh, he's got some space. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up. They absolutely had to have that 3rd down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the 3rd down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is...
And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Tigers. Let's see if they can roll snake eyes in a good way and get the deuce. These two have spent plenty of time together. That was almost telepathic, David.
No doubt, and quarterbacks and wide receivers throw all offseason to get on the same page. You can see he hits him in stride. That's why he gets the touchdown.
He'll bring it out. It's Snow. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. After that last scoring drive, old Uncle Mo has switched sidelines, and now they'll try to get it back while they're clinging to this lead. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And what a nice play by the DB. You have to understand, that wide receiver gets that ball back quick. It's tough to get him on the ground. Nice job getting a hold of him, getting him on the ground for no gain.
So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Looking to the big tight end. Grabbed in the middle. It's Smith. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. New set of downs after the completion. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got a man. It's Kramer. They get him out of bounds, couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Kramer. The quick feet, the acceleration, the vision, and he works his way to the 44.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they did. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football now.
The Tide will get the first down.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
Now on 1st down from the 40. Grabbed over the middle. It's Smith. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
Got the first down and more. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
And this is a situation this offense trains for, having the lead late in the game, running the ball to ice it. They're just bleeding seconds off the clock. It's been a beautiful drive so far. And the defense, even though they know they're going to run it, they just can't stop it.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense. Now, they got to get a stop. And if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Leaves it with the back. Shoots his way for more. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
A first down run on the doorstep. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They've pushed it forward down to the 5, but now looking at 3rd and goal.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach, and that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
And the point after is... Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. Going to swing it on 2nd down. He wants a big play here late. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
And it's just been frustrating to watch the inconsistency of this guy at QB, man. You've got to be able to stay in rhythm in an offense, to stay ahead of schedule. And he's had a moment, and he threw a touchdown pass, but more consistency, more finding the open guys, delivering it to them, keeping this offense on schedule.
To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Makes the catch. They make the stop at the 41, but it's a 15-yard pickup, and they're rolling with a first down. Pressure coming. Throws toward the end zone. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays.
Trying to burn this defensive back. Snags it. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. Auburn lines up quickly. Looking to throw. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's 2nd down. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. They're looking to throw on 2nd and short. He gets it in. Touchdown, Tigers. Getting set for the point after. And the extra point is good, but they still trail 31-21. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. Time is against them, still down by 2 scores, but they'll line up for the onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the